Hello all, welcome to NSA Maths. Today we are going to learn general method for finding particular integral. So first of all we learn the formulas. So what are the formulas? First formula 1 upon d into f of x. Now we know that the value of capital D is d by dx. That means capital D is a differential operator. So the reciprocal of it, that means 1 upon d, it is a integral operator, and 1 upon d is nothing but the integration of f of x dx. Then second formula 1 upon d minus m into f of x. So if there is a factor of 1 upon d minus m, where m is any integer. So 1 upon d minus m into f of x is equals to e raised to mx into e raised to minus mx f of x dx. This is another formula for shortcut method. If you apply the factor 1 upon d minus m on f of x, then you will get e raised to mx integration e raised to minus mx f of x dx. And the third formula 1 upon d plus m f of x is equals to e raised to minus mx integration e raised to mx f of x dx. That is third formula for general method. So we are going to solve the examples on general method by using these three formulas. So keep in mind for these two formulas, important formulas, if there is minus sign in the factor, so take plus e raised to plus mx outside and integration e raised to minus mx inside. And if plus m factor, that means d plus m is there, so take e raised to minus mx outside and inside the integration e raised to plus mx. This is factor inside the integration. So these are the formulas of general method. So let's take the example. First example on the general method. Question is to solve d square y upon dx square plus 3dy by dx plus 2y is equals to e raised to x. So this is a non-homogeneous differential equation. So we know that the solution of non-homogeneous differential equation is given by CF plus PI. So first we require to find CF. For that, first write down the given equation in the standard form, a simplified form. D square by dx square is capital D square into this y plus 3 times d by dx is capital D into y plus 2y is equals to e raised to x. So that can be written as d square plus 3d plus 2 into y is equals to e raised to x. Now what is auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation is d square plus 3d plus 2 equals to 0. Now to find the roots of these equations, there are two roots for this equation. We can use the quadratic formula minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Otherwise, we can also use other method to find the roots. So see which method you can use here. See, we required two numbers such that their addition is plus 3 and multiplication is 2. So these two numbers are 1 and 2. So we can write d square plus 1d plus 2d plus 2 equals to 0. That 3d can be splitted in the form of d plus 2d. Now see, from the first two terms we can take d common, so we will get d plus 1, and from the last two terms we can take 2 common, so we will get d plus 1 equals to 0. So d plus 1 factor is common, so we can write d plus 1 into d plus 2 equals to 0. So multiplication of two terms is 0, so you can write d plus 1 is 0 and d plus 2 equals to 0. That means value of d is minus 1 and minus 2. So these are the two roots. So these two roots are real and non-repeated distinct. So what is CF? CF is equals to C1 e raised to minus 1 x plus C2 e raised to minus 2 x. That is our CF. Now we have to find the particular integral PI. So what is formula for PI? PI is equals to 1 upon phi of d into f of x. value of phi of d is 1 upon d square plus 3d plus 2 into value of f of x is e raised to x. Now if you look at the term f of x, so f of x is e raised to x, and we can't use here shortcut method to solve this, because in shortcut method there is no formula to apply for e raised to x, and when the shortcut method is not applicable, then we can use a general method. So how to use the general method? So first of all we have to write this d square plus 3d plus 2 in terms of factors. So what are the factors of d square plus 3d plus 2? So I already calculate the factors here, d plus 1 and d plus 2. So I can write d square plus 3d plus 2 as 1 upon d plus 2 into d plus 1 e raised to x. Now this is equals to 1 upon d plus 2 factor as it is, and this 1 upon d plus 1 e raised to x. So first of all I am going to solve this 1 upon d plus 1 into e raised to x. So by using the formula of general method, 1 upon d plus m. Now here value of m is 1 and value of f of x is e raised to x. So I am going to use this formula 1 upon d plus m f of x, where in this example value of m is 1. So we will get 1 upon d plus 2 as it is, and using formula for 1 upon d plus m, value of m is 1, e raised to minus mx, so minus 1x, value of m is 1 here. So e raised to minus x, integration e raised to mx, value of m is 1, so e raised to x, into f of x, value of f of x is e raised to x into dx. So first of all we solve this integration. So this is equals to 1 upon d plus 2 e raised to minus x. Before this, for solving this integration we use the substitution method. Put here value of e raised to x is t. So if e raised to x is t, what is the derivative e raised to x into dx is dt. So put these values here, so you will get 1 upon d plus 2 e raised to minus x as it is, integration as it is. Now value of e raised to x into dx, this term e raised to x into dx, this value is dt. Remaining term is e raised to x, out of that first e as it is, and this power e raised to x value is t, so here you will get t. Now this is equals to 1 upon d plus 2 e raised to minus x, integration of e raised to t is e raised to t as it is, and value of t is e raised to x, so you will get 1 upon d plus 2 e raised to minus x, value of t is e raised to x, so you will get this term. Now new value of f of x is e raised to minus x into e raised to x, this value, and we have to apply the factor 1 upon d plus 2 on this function. So again using the same formula of 1 upon d plus m. Now here value of m, here value of m is 2 into this f of x, this is new value of f of x. So applying that same formula we will get e raised to minus mx, so value of m is 2, e raised to minus 2x, integration of e raised to mx, so e raised to 2x, into this f of x, that is e raised to minus x into e raised to x dx. This is equals to outside e raised to minus 2x as it is, integration of e raised to 2x into e raised to minus x, multiplication is e raised to x into e raised to x dx. Again to solve this integration we require to use the substitution. Put e raised to x is equals to t, this implies e raised to x into dx is dt. After using this substitution, what will you get? See, e raised to x into dx, value is dt. E raised to minus 2x, integration of dt. Remaining term is e raised to x. Out of this first e as it is, and value of this e raised to x is t. So this is equals to e raised to minus 2x. Integration of e raised to t is again e raised to t, and value of t is e raised to x, put here. So we will get e raised to minus 2x into e raised to x. So this is our final answer. This term doesn't involve any integration or doesn't involve any operator d. So this is our final particular integral. What is our final particular integral? Particular integral is e raised to minus 2x into e raised to x. Therefore, general solution y is equal to cf plus pi. Value of cf is c1 e raised to minus x plus c2 e raised to minus 2x plus pi is e raised to minus 2x into e raised to x. Next example. Solve d square minus 1 into y equals to e raised to minus 6 sin of e raised to minus 6 plus cos of e raised to minus 6. First of all, for CF, auxiliary equation is d square minus 1 equals to 0. This implies d square is equals to 1. Therefore, value of d is plus minus 1. So, there are two roots, plus 1 and minus 1. So, both roots are real and non-repeated distinct. So, CF is c1 e raised to x plus c2 e raised to minus 6. For pi, formula is 1 upon phi of d into f of x. That is equals to 1 upon d square minus 1 into f of x is e raised to minus 6 sin of e raised to minus 6 plus cos of e raised to minus 6. Now again look at the term f of x. It is e raised to minus 6 sin of e raised to minus 6. So this term is problematic. We can't use here shortcut method because of this term and because of this term, sin of e raised to minus 6 and cos of e raised to minus 6. We have the formula for shortcut method of sin ax plus b or cos of ax plus b. But this is sin of e raised to minus 6. So we can't use your shortcut method. So we use here general method. So for that, so write the factors of this d square minus 1. So what are the factors of this term d square minus 1? So d square minus 1 can be written as d minus 1 into d plus 1. In bracket e raised to minus 6 sin of e raised to minus 6 plus cos of e raised to minus x. Now apply one by one factor. So first apply 1 upon d plus 1 factor. So what will you get? After applying this d plus 1 factor, value of em is 1. So using the formula 1 upon d minus 1 as it is. Using the formula e raised to minus mx, value of m is 1. So e raised to minus x. Integration of e raised to mx, value of m is 1. So e raised to x. Into f of x, e raised to minus 6 sin of e raised to minus 6 plus cos of e raised to minus of x into dx. Now see, here there is a term of integration e raised to x into e raised to minus 6 sin of e raised to minus 6 plus cos of e raised to minus 6 dx. Now whenever we will get a term of this type, that means e raised to x, there is a integration e raised to x outside and in bracket there are two terms. So we try to use the formula. We know that the formula is, which formula? Integration of e raised to x into bracket f of x plus f dash of x dx is equals to e raised to x into f of x. So we just check whether this formula is applicable here or not. When we have to try this formula, see, if there is a integration, inside the integration there is a term of e raised to x and multiply by there are two terms in addition, that is f of x and f dash of x, then only check whether this formula is applicable. See the formula, integration e raised to x in bracket f of x plus f dash of x dx is equals to e raised to x f of x. So we have to check whether this formula is applicable. For that, let value of f of x is cos of e raised to minus 6. So if you take value of f of x is cos of e raised to minus 6, our f dash of x should be this. So we check whether f dash of x this. So let f of x is equals to cos of e raised to minus 6. So what is derivative of this term f dash of x? So derivative of cos function is minus sin of e raised to minus 6 multiply by derivative of e raised to minus 6 is e raised to minus 6 into derivative of minus x is minus 1. See once again how to take derivative. Derivative of cos function is minus sin of e raised to minus 6. Then derivative of e raised to minus 6 is e raised to minus 6 and derivative of minus 6 is minus 1. So after simplifying we will get minus minus plus e raised to minus 6 into this sin of e raised to minus 6. So you can check that you will get the term of f dash of x as a e raised to minus 6 into sin of e raised to minus 6. That means here you will get this term as a this term as a f dash of x. That means if you consider this as a f of x, then we will get this term as a f dash of x. That means we can use the formula e raised to x inside the bracket f of x plus f dash of x. According to the formula, this is equals to e raised to x into f of x. So e raised to x into this cos of e raised to minus x. So this first two terms as it is, 1 upon d minus 1 into e raised to minus x. Pi is equals to 1 upon d minus 1 into e raised to minus x. And the integration is f of x, that is e raised to x into f of x. F of x is cos of e raised to minus of x. So e raised to minus x and e raised to x value is 1. So we will get 1 upon d minus 1 into cos of e raised to minus x. Now again use the short general method formula for 1 upon d minus m. D minus m, value of m is 1, and formula for 1 upon d minus m. For that e raised to plus mx outside, so e raised to 1x outside, integration e raised to minus mx inside, so e raised to minus 1 x into cos of e raised to minus x dx. Now we have to solve this integration. So for that we are going to use the substitution. Put e raised to minus x is equals to t. So what will you get? This implies derivative of e raised to minus x is minus e raised to minus x dx is dt. That means value of e raised to minus x dx is minus of dt. This term of minus sign goes to RHS. So what will you get here? E raised to x integration of e raised to minus x into dx. This value is minus of dt, and this cos function as it is, and e raised to minus x is t. So you will get cos of t minus of dt, that is minus of e raised to x. This minus sign taking outside, minus of e raised to x integration of cos of t dt. This is equals to minus of e raised to x integration of cos function is sin of t. So you will get this term. This is minus of e raised to x sin of value of t. What is value of t? It is e raised to minus x. So this is our PI or final PI. So what is general solution? Y is equals to CF plus PI. This is equals to CF is C1 e raised to x plus C2 e raised to minus x plus PI is minus times e raised to x sin of e raised to minus x. This is our final solution for this example. Remaining example we will see in the next lecture. Thank you.